Hi, I'm Mary Crowley, and this is not the art show. This is a segment for New Year's Eve, and that's why I've got this jacket on, because I decided to get dressed up. Not too many opportunities to do that nowadays. I am going to have a show on PEG TV starting in mid-January called Draw, just D-R-A-W, lowercase letters. Unfortunately, in our culture, drawing is not emphasized the way making numbers and letters is emphasized. Because of the fact that our educational system wants to have people understand reading and writing and be able to do mathematical problems, drawing gets forgotten in many, many schools early on when children are excited and enthusiastic about drawing. So this is your chance, whether you're 5 or 105. Now I'm going to be going to a small easel to talk about the concepts and show you some pictures. Draw is the name of the television show. Tom Leopold, when I asked him if I could do this, said, "Of course you may. Drawing is the universal language." It is. You can talk to somebody who speaks Chinese. If you make a drawing and make it clear, you're all set. These are artists you might know. Leonardo da Vinci, Rembrandt, Van Gogh. They had to know how to draw before they could do what they did. In our own area, Peter Huntoon, Fran Bull, Karen Seward, and Warren Kimball all had to learn to draw. This is a drawing by my granddaughter. She did it a number of years ago. It is absolutely delightful. There's a girl and a flower, and a bee is flying away from the flower, going through the flower. This is one kind of drawing. Children do this all over the world. They draw with a schema, their own representation, their own way of showing a person, a flower, a tree, a house. This is a drawing that I did. Pencil. You don't need special tools. If you can find a pencil or a pen or a crayon or a marker, you can draw. Drawing a hand is a very good exercise because the hand can be this way, it can be this way, it can be this way. There are all kinds of positions you can take your hand into. When I retired from teaching art, I drew my hand every day, and it was a great exercise. This is done with a brown marker. That's a drawing. It's one tool on a piece of paper. Does it have to be white paper? No. I like to cut up paper bags because it's sort of a light brown color. This is a drawing. Drawing from nature. We have all kinds of wonderful, oh my goodness, wonderful landscapes, sunsets, sunrises, hiking trails, skiing slopes in Vermont. What a wonderful thing it would be if you could draw. This is a silly sort of, oh, it's like a teddy bear. And then I put a hat on it and some flowers, and it's fun. This is a drawing. This is charcoal. This is just one feature. If you're going to draw something, sometimes if you just decide, okay, I'm going to do this one thing, this one part, I'm not going to try to do the whole thing at once. This is from my sketchbook. This was a real owl that was in a class I was taking. And he just sat there like a good model so that I could do this. So don't forget, January of 2021 on PEG TV, 1075, Monday at 3, Tuesday at 11, and Thursday night at 7 p.m., draw. Okay, now I'm going to draw. Am I going to do well? I don't know. I'm going over to my children's easel because it's easy to set up here. And what I'm going to do is what I've done many, many times before. With 5 minutes left, I'm not sure how, I wish I would have time for two things. I'm going to put my hand here. get myself situated, and take a look. That pencil isn't any good. Here we go. All right. I'm going along. Here's a knuckle. Here's another knuckle. I'm going lightly. Does this show? Not very well. But stick with me. It will. All right, here's one finger. My thumb is hidden. That makes it easier as a first drawing. This curves around. In through here is part of the thumb. And it's like a little, it's like a road. It gets smaller as it goes back into space. Then it comes down like this. And now what I'm doing now is what I would do differently if I weren't trying to do this on television. I would do an exercise on paper that would allow me to understand and see better. Oh my goodness. I've got another finger in here. Foo. It's easier if you only have one. All right, so there's the nail. And here's this. All right, and here's another nail. All right, now I'll try to darken. I'm not going to try to make the definite line today. I'm going to try to make the wiggly line. Here's another knuckle. And then over here, down, kind of almost towards 6 o'clock. Then here is the thumb. And it goes back, looks like a tunnel, really does. And the finger comes down, then the rest of the hand. Is this showing? Yes, it's showing, hooray. Okay, here we go. So here is, it gets darker back here. And I'm going to put a few lines to suggest, these are lines I see, I'm not making these up. There are two very strong lines, and then there are thinner lines. And here, this needs to come over here. All right, here is a nail. And here is another nail. How are we doing? 2 minutes? Well, I guess I can't do more than one. Here's another nail down here. I am trying to draw what I see. Do I have to always draw what I see? No, of course not. I showed you Mallory's drawing. You can just make up things and have a very, very good time. That's what kids do all the time, all over the world. There, nail polish, nail polish. Can you see it? All right, that is a hand. Is it recognizable as a hand? Yes. Is it a good drawing? Yes. Because I focused, I enjoyed myself, I saw my hand. Seeing is almost as important as drawing. Because if you draw on a regular basis, you will see more. Your eyes will become more attuned to the details of what you see around you. And all of a sudden, you'll see a pine tree from a distance and you'll think, I never really saw a pine tree before. Or you'll notice a flower. And you'll look at the flower and you'll think, oh, that's a carnation. I never really looked at a carnation. Let's see. I know what I'm going to do. 40 seconds. I'm going to do a schema. Simple drawings. This is my schema for a house. I have drawn this over and over and over again. This is something like a remnant from childhood. There. That's a house. That's my schema. That's a wonderful way to draw. Doodling is wonderful. Just take a line for a walk. Oh my goodness, I love it. It's easy. It's fun. All right, here's my schema for me. I keep my hand in one place so I have control, so I can do the hair, so it defines the face. Okay, and sometimes I put a bow. So, Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.